James Deane with a 92. He would, if he got a 93, if he even tied those guys, he would be our #1 qualifier. Let's see if he can better it. And James Deane throws it in. Nice job. Consistent. Wow, really tight to the wall, just blending in the blue and white. Transitioning into that second outer zone in the power alley. Nice job. Second tally mark on that front clip. Kind of bulking and checking up there. 8-9-20. The battle in Seattle. Top 16 begins now. James Deane out front. Dan Burkett in the chase position, rolling into initiation. James Deane high and tight from the start, and Dan Burkett gets into the wall. That is not how you want to scrub the wall, Dan Burkett. And right out of the gate, Burkett pushes too hard. And that is not the way you want your wheels to go round.
For one run, he's the #1 qualifier, so he will take on the winner of Alex Hilbrun and Peter Vincek, teammate there. Alex, #8 qualifier, Peter #9, and that battle is up next.
Yeah, and this is a good time for James Deane to have his way with the track, really navigate it. But again, he is your #1 qualifier. He backed up a 92 on his first run with a 93 on his second run, so it just shows you consistency.
So I mean, both of these guys are probably pretty hungry to move on and get into the top spot as well. So.
But Deane's going for a championship. He's their current points leader.
Yeah.
We'll get back to it. Here we go. James Deane, Peter Vincek. James Deane leading. You could tell them look like twins, but they are different. Look at that, Peter Vincek. You see some wavering there. James Deane strong out front. Now transitioning into that touch and go quickly into that second outer zone. Peter Vincek now dialing it in. And across the finish line as the Vincek will lead. James Deane giving chase. Who is going to come out and be the best house in the workhouse? And here we go. Peter Vincek, James Deane. Look at that. Door to door. Peter throwing some more angle at it. Into the power alley. Goes. Look at James Deane. Barely fit a tire in between these guys. Tight to that final front clip are both the drivers, Peter Vincek and James Deane. For a championship, slide him left for Peter or right for James Deane. James Deane. And we're ready to send it. Here we go. James Deane. Is he going to make it to the finals? Is he going to continue to be our points leader? Is he going to separate himself? James Deane initiating into the wall. Once again, duplicating a great lead run. Dio Shihara not shaking, a good distance between him, but keeping his composure, doesn't get out of the touch and go, diving in. Right, I really think the track conditions are changing considerably. You can see how the cars are reacting, but James Deane keeps it. 15-year anniversary next year, here we go. Dio Shihara out front. James Deane in chase. James Deane choosing not to get too aggressive, but now slowly works his way up. Dio Shihara, great lead run from Yoshihara. Into the touch and go area, James Deane has contact but stays in it. Lunges back to the side of Dio Shihara. Talk about composure, wow. And a one more time from Andy. Brian says, one more time, they're going at it again. All right, James Deane out of the gate, through the chicane. Way early initiation before the 3 standing cone, allowing Dio Shihara to calculate when he's going to strike, and he is doing a great job now. A solid lead run, but Dio Shihara executing well. Dio Shihara just barely tipping that front clip. Oh, and hangs on to it. And here we go. Who's going to the finals? Make some noise, Evergreen Speedway. Dio Shihara, James Deane. Dio Shihara throwing some more angle at it. James Deane actually some wavering the first time. We're seeing that from him. Now coming into the power alley. James Deane, we saw some contact earlier. Now really giving it to the side of Dio Shihara. And around that final clip, Deane. Andy says James Deane, and James Deane gets the victory. Here we go, send it, make some noise, Evergreen Speedway. Who's getting high atop the box here at the AutoZone Showdown? James Deane initiates, Frederick Osbo does as well. He's kind of low on the bank. James Deane tapping the wall, staying in it, shredding some carbon fiber and fiberglass. Into the touch and go, Frederick Osbo lunges forward in that hot hatchback. James Deane around that final clip, and Osbo nudging it out. Make some noise and say, send it! Here we go, Frederick Osbo, James Deane. Who's gonna pull away from the crowd? Look at that simultaneous initiation into the bank. Osbo hired on the bank as James Deane drops down, set himself up for some great proximity, transitioning out of the touch and go into the second rear zone. Now dialing in that inside clip. Are we gonna have a victor? Well, they're going one more time. They are going at it again. National affair. And we got a clean start. almost ate my words there. James Deane with that flick into it. Into the wall goes James Deane. Frederick Osbo, look at him inching closer. Proximity. Let's see if he can mirror the angle, though. He got close, but I'd like to see him mimic the angle. Now into that second outer zone. James Deane hammering down, tipping over. That second front clip, or excuse me, the first front clip, and then just wrapping around the second. Here we go, Osbo, James Deane. The auto zone, a throwdown. Osbo throwing it in. James Deane, quite a bit of distance here, but he's gonna gain that ground, and there he goes. Woo, look at James Deane. Dropping into the power alley, into the touch and go. James Deane allowing just enough room, lunging forward. Ryan Sage. Are you kidding me? Slide him left for Osbo, right for James Deane. Andy says, James Deane. Brian says, Frederick Osbo. Make some noise, Seattle. Your winner here at round 6 of the Formula Jet Black Magic Pro Championship, presented by Blackview Dash Cameras, is James Deane. James Deane is your winner. 3 podiums this year in the Wordhouse Drift Team Falcon Tires Sylvia S15 from Ireland.